I have 1 year to change it all. But what am I trying to change? People have already asked me if I've been in like a bad spot or if I'm trying to get out of something, but that's not really the case. It's just I have 1 year to change everything about my life that I don't like. So the things that I'm trying to change are my dreams, work, health, finances, fitness, looks, discipline, confidence, learning, and enjoyment. The first thing I want to change is my dreams. I feel like somewhere along the way they got lost and I started trading freedom for the 9 to 5 working life. That's just how it happened, and I've kind of dug myself in so deep that I don't know how to escape it, and I don't want to just become what feels like to me another sheep, another number in the system. I also want to be able to enjoy life. I don't want to get to an age where I'm 30 or 40, or could be even earlier, could be later, and look back and think, what could I have done differently? I think I need to find ways to just wake up every day and smile and be happy about what I'm doing. Now, I know that that's kind of a tough thing. It's like, where do you go when you're changing your life? Where do you want to start from? Where do you want to end up? What do you actually do to do it? I want to create. I've known I've wanted to create for a long time, and especially when I was early and I was younger and I was in productions and I tried doing writing and I tried creating my own games and apps. I knew from an early age that I wanted to create. It's probably only kind of as the later years came out and like content creating kind of became a thing, or entertaining and like bigger awareness around things like YouTube and Instagram, that I realized this is something that I actually enjoy doing and would like to keep doing. So basically that's what I want to do. I want to create something, whether it's visual, something that can help people. That's my dream. Purpose is another thing. It's like I want to live a life full of purpose. I want to enjoy what I'm doing, and I want it to be meaningful to myself and potentially to people around me as well. But above all, self-improvement. There's certain things about everyone. There's certain things we have about ourselves. Everyone has them, and we don't like those things. We want to change them, and I believe that we can change them. I believe that we can all become the best version of ourselves. So that's what I want to do. I want to go on that self-improvement journey and really center in on that. Work is something that's been really getting to me lately. So many of us are stuck in our 9 to 5 jobs. Actually, I'd say longer than 9 to 5 jobs, because often there's commutes, there's sometimes no breaks for lunch, or that's no paid breaks for lunch, I should say. You're legally required to have breaks for lunch, so make sure you get them. So I don't want to be working the 9 to 5. I don't want to be what I feel is a sheep. I don't want to have to follow this plan that supposedly everyone got so used to and so comfortable with. And now I know that once you get further on in life and you start having dependents and things that, you basically dig yourself a hole the later on in life you get, with costs and living costs and cost of children, cost of pets, cost of partners, etc. Like, there's so many different things that can basically just whittle you down until you're stuck in your 9 to 5. And I don't want that to happen to me. I want to be able to work for myself, and I want to be able to create my own dreams, and content creating can help me do that. And I don't really plan to make it solely just on creating content, but I want to use it as a stream to basically sell a product, I guess, that I'm creating. And that product is learning how to be the best version of yourself in like fitness, health, nutrition, mindset, and actually actively act. That's a lot of A's. Actually actively act on that and make it happen, make it realistic. It doesn't just have to be a dream. It doesn't just have to be a YouTube video that you've watched and then you chuck in the back of your mind. You can actually make it happen. But at the same time, I also want to entertain. I like making people happy. I like making people have a little bit of a laugh. I think that sometimes we look at life a little bit too seriously in some ways. And if I can help people to do that and realize that, that would be awesome too. Health is so important. Nothing matters more than health, whether it's physical health, mental health. Like once you're lying in a hospital bed or you're going kind of through a mental episode, that's when you kind of know that nothing else matters. The work doesn't matter, the decisions you make didn't matter. It's all health. Health really puts things into perspective. And there's different kind of things you can do for your health. There's kind of the surface things, so like your skin health and stuff, how you're perceived, how you perceive yourself when you look in mirrors. And then there's the deep level things. There's the mental health, there's the physical health that might be more than just how you look, whether you have chiseled abs or, you know, you got the beer gut running. But basically I want to start looking at those things and helping other people look at those things. One of the big ones is mental health. That's obviously something tough to work through. Everyone works through that in different ways depending on if they're affected by any mental, I'd say mental, it's a hard one because you're not just affected or not affected by it. I feel like mental health's more of a scale and you're on that scale. It just depends where on that scale, what pushes you to different sides of that scale. And I think we need to raise awareness around that and get deeper into it. And I'd like people to take care of their mental health, just as equally much as I would like people to take care of their physical health. And I tie a lot of that in with both exercise and nutrition, which is something I want to help people look at too. Now, finances is like another goal. That one is probably pretty self-explanatory. Nobody wants to be poor. Some people learn how to be okay with having what they have, and I think that's fantastic. I think we all should aim for being okay to have what we have, but there's no problem aiming for a little bit more. There's no problem in our current society of wanting financial freedom and wanting just a little bit more than a 9-to-5 income, enough to sustain you so that you can live on your own time. You can have that financial freedom. You can pay off debts. You don't have to be always have mortgages and debts and, you know, have a paycheck come in and then it all goes out straight away. But I specifically want to make a sustainable income from the content that I produce. I also would like to invest in things that I think, basically things that I would like to benefit the world, not just things that financially benefit me. Fitness. Now, fitness is a massive part of what I want to look at. Years and years of looking in the mirror, feeling, oh, I'm not enough, I look weak, I look small. I don't want to have that. And basically the only way that I deep down know that I'm not going to have that is if I actually change it. If I start going to the gym, start putting on some weight, muscle, if I get into shape, I get steps going every day, I get some cardio going, maybe even things like joining sports clubs. Like if I can do a sport, if I can have something that I enjoy doing that's entertaining for me. Equally down to things like stretching, where, you know, do I feel good when I wake up in the morning? Do I feel like I'm gonna pull my back getting out of bed? Like, nobody wants to be in that position. And I think stretching and strengthening both equally are important to avoiding that. I also do want to focus on my looks. Now, this is one for me that is, I'm fine with how I look. I'm happy with how I look, but if I know that there's things I can do to look better, then I'm not the type of person to let those sit. I'll always want to do better. So things like facial structure, hairstyles, grooming like eyebrows and clothing even, and posture is an important one too. So these are kind of things that I want to look at to help benefit me and that I will be looking at. Discipline is tough. Discipline is an interesting one because we all have it, but I would say we all don't use it. This year I aim to use it. I want to get up early in the mornings. I want to continue doing this, continue it throughout the year, every 365 days. But not only continue it, improve on it, have the discipline to improve on it, have the discipline to self-criticize and grow, but also to stop addictions and bad habits that I may have. And we all have bad habits and addictions. That's life. A lot of the time we've just developed them just by, the people we're around, the media we consume. So those are things I want to look at as well. Confidence. Confidence is something I've always struggled with. Trying new things I enjoy doing now. I didn't always enjoy doing it because I had a low confidence. I didn't want to be bad at something, but I think that's part of the fun, and just to master something, to be bad at it originally and go, you know what, like I'd actually like to get kind of good at this. And along the way, I'm hoping to, and I think I will meet new people. And there's a great quote that's like, you're the average of like the 5 people you spend the most time around with. So, if those averages are low, like maybe you're not going to be the best version of yourself, but if those people are great and have great ideas, maybe you're going to be a little bit greater, have greater ideas. I want to live new experiences, but experiences that I choose. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to see things and do things that younger me dreamed about, and then those dreams got forgotten along the way when I kind of went down this 9-to-5 path that we all seem to be so fixated around. But I also want to have the confidence to stand by my own opinions. Now, I feel like when you get in a conversation sometimes with someone and they can be very stubborn, I feel often you can kind of just get stuck on what they're saying and you kind of just give in the end. You're just like, okay, yeah, sure. Like, that's fine. I see reason in your idea. I kind of want to have the ability to just be like, no, I absolutely disagree with you. And be confident enough in my ideas and beliefs to stay firm with that and not back down. So that's something that we're aiming to. Learning. I do want to learn a bunch this year, but it's probably not the type of learning you're thinking of. I want to learn things that are going to improve my growth in this field. I want to learn motivation. I want to learn inspiration. I want to learn how to inspire people, how to motivate people. And I want to learn about everything that's going on in here, my mindset. Like, what do I need to change? What do I need to do differently? Those are the kind of things I want to learn about. But there's also smaller things like meditation, like practices that we can learn. And I want to become more in tune with things like that, things that can actually benefit you, like help you calm down, help you breathe in, help you think things through. So I'd love to get into meditation. But above all, enjoyment. I want to do what I love, and I want to love what I do. I want to wake up in the morning with a smile on my face. I want to be able to go and do the day's tasks and enjoy them, have a smile, have a laugh, be able to just have a good time with it. That's what I want to do. I want to live my best life, and I want to enjoy, I want to smile, and I want to laugh. So that is why I'm doing 1 year. 1 year to change it all, 1 year to fix all of these little dot points, 1 year to address all of these little dot points and become the best version of myself in that 1 year.